Hey there, no DMAA here, coming at you with another deck profile on Ulforce Veedramon. So, this deck took me a whole week to figure out how to work and lots of test playing. Like on Sunday, I literally played for like 3 hours with one of my buddies at my locals. Well, it wasn't a locals, we were just hanging out there. But it was like we played a lot, and we both played Ulforce, and we just figured out that we really just need to put in like Coitus Breath and Omnimons in there. We already knew that we needed response cards to like the current meta, like other Omnimons, Ragnarlordmon, blockers that can't be destroyed but they can be bounced. So we just need to figure out ways to like get over that stuff so Ulforce can go off on his like attack him again, you know.
Attack him again!
Yeah, I finally figured it out, so I'm really excited to show you all my deck profile. And for future deck profiles, I decided to like talk briefly about my like strengths, weaknesses, and like overall like opinion on these builds. So let's get started. Switching over to deck profiling mode here. So I'm showing you my babies for the Ulforce deck, and it's just 4 Demimon and 1 Upamon. Demimon's inheritable is once per turn. If this Digimon got jamming, you draw a card when you attack. So it's pretty good. And then Upamon, you know, once per turn, if your opponent has a Digimon without sources, you draw a card when you attack. So these are pretty good babies. And a reminder about my giveaway contest here, 500 sub contest. You just have to go to my card gaming report number 2 to enter and tell me what your favorite season of Digimon is. I just wanted to remind y'all about this. I'm currently at 412 subs at time of filming this video, so I'm getting close to 500. So if y'all want a chance to win this, you should hop on over there and enter. Back to the deck profile. Yeah, 4 babies. These are the babies. I think it's pretty good for Ulforce because you want to get the jamming off. You have a lot of jammers, so. Speaking of jammers, you run 4 of this boy. Just around the actual pick here. 4 Veedramons. He has jamming, so he's pretty good. He's actually really good. You want 4 of that. And then 4 of this Veedramon. The inheritable is once per turn. If this Digimon becomes unsuspended, you draw a card. So you plus off the fact that Ulforce stands up. Then 4 Elecmon. So I run 12 rookies. I haven't seen a problem. I was running 13. I took one out. So I think this count is fine. I haven't bricked yet. So champions, I run 4 of this Veedramon. If you have a blue Tamer in play, he gains jamming. So there's a lot of jammers. And he can get off the tie if need be. 4 Gorillamon. Cheap Digivolve. Pretty self-explanatory there. 4 blockers. So yeah, those are my 12 champions. It's pretty straightforward for the champions. And then Arrow Veedramon for the ultimates. I run 4. When you Digivolve into them, you can unsuspend one of your blue Digimon, so that's very helpful to keep going with the jamming Veemon or Veedramon or even Ulforce. So that's pretty good. Then his inheritable is if the Digimon stands back up, it gets jamming. So he's really good combo with Ulforce to make sure he gets jamming. Then I run 4 Abastimon. She's just cheap evolve. She's pretty good. That's all she does. She just gets me to Ulforce faster. I run 4 OR Ulforce. Well, you know what he does. When one of your blue Tamers becomes suspended, you can unsuspend him, and then once per turn, if he becomes unsuspended, he gains a memory. So he's the win con of the deck. He is so good. It took me forever to figure out how to get him off, but I'm really glad I took the whole week to figure it out. And it's really fun when you actually do pull it off. I stood him up. I had 2 out at one point during one of my games. He's so good. Like, bam. Swing with 2. Who keeps standing back up? Really good. 1 Metal Veedramon. I love this card. Hard drop it. You can return 2 of your opponent's level 4 lower Digimons back to their hand, and then they can't be blocked by Digimon without sources underneath. So he's a really good tech. and he's a good shortcut to my 2 Omnimons here. I run 2 Omnimon because he's a good response card to like so many of the meta cards out there, like Ragnarlordmon and all the black Digimon. Well, not the black Digimon, just Ragnarlordmon really. And I guess to kill Veedramon and all the boss monsters. Some kind of response. Ulforce needs the response to like stuff because he gets hit by so many things. Like if he security checks a Gaia Force, Trump Sword, he can get hit by a lot of things basically. So we want to get the Omnimon going. And Omnimon can plus off the stuff like the Veedramon standing back up, the jamming too, so like it actually works. I like running 2 Omnimon. Then I run 3 Coitus Breaths. This is very helpful against the black matchup mostly. I mean it's good overall, but like especially against the black matchup because Craniumon does not allow things to be blown up. So, and then it's good against Ragnarlordmon too, like because it just gets rid of him. If you like that and Omnimon are the main things. Response. We need to respond to the meta, basically. Let me show you Tamers here. I run 4 Tai. I think you should maximize on the Tai. He's so good. Like, if you tap him with a Veedramon out, you could either draw a card or give him one of your Digimon 1000 power. He's really good because you can control when to stand back up your Ulforce. And then I run 3 Rina. Rina's effect is on play, you can look at top 3 to grab a V Digimon at your hand, and then when your blue Digimon attacks, you can suspend it to give it 1000, and that just allows Ulforce to be up and have jamming immediately if you have the air Veedramon underneath. So it's really good. And she searches, so she can grab you things. I run 1 Davis. Davis effect on play, you can grab 1 green and 1 blue Digimon back to your hand and put the rest at the bottom, and then he gets you the 3 memory. I only run the 1 of because I don't think you should run any more than that because he does not rest like the other 2. I thought he did when I made that super cool meme video with Yugi killing Weevil, but he does not actually rest. That's why I cut him. I was running 3 at one point. I ultimately cut him down to 1 because he does not. He's just. I like seeing him only 1 time, basically. It's similar to how I feel about the red tie. He's just good for Ulforce. Like he's better than Veedramon. I run 3 in Veedramon, but for Ulforce, I think just the 1 is fine. And that's the build. I'm really excited to see how Ulforce evolves over the meta. I know he's still really good. Like set 6 is gonna be amazing for him, hopefully, because the starter decks. So there will be more support. Like more Veemons are coming. Cannot wait to go. Rina will hit better once set 6 comes along because you're gonna hit more Veemons. There's another Ulforce coming. Like I'm really excited to see how this deck evolves over time. But right now it's like Imperial Dramon and Blue Omnimon are clearly the superior choices over this deck, but I love Ulforce. Like, I think this deck is still fun. Like, this deck can work. If it goes off, it goes off. Like, this thing is amazing if you get him off. Like, the ideal lineup, probably the ideal lineup you want. Right here. Demi Veemon with the Inheritable. Champion doesn't really matter. Arrow Veedramon, then Ulforce. Like, so this way you'll maximize on everything. Like you'll get the jamming, you'll get the draw 1, and you'll get the draw 1, and then you get the memory +1 from his effect. Then if you got like 2 Rina and 2 Tai out, like you're going off, or at least even like 1 of each, like Ulforce is gonna go off. And then if you even want extra swings after the latest attack, you can Omnimon if you have enough memory, assuming. But even without enough memory, you can still kill something. Like you can just ignore Digimon and just swing. Like I like Ulforce. Ulforce is good. He's not the best choice. I think Imperial Dramon's best choice, but Ulforce is still good. Like I had a lot of fun playing it with my buddy. He played Ulforce too, and we had a good time. And my V-Bro too. Like we love playing this deck. We're trying to make it work, and I think it works. That's all I got for you. Thanks for watching my deck profile. I'm really trying to improve the quality and my mindset for this format. Like, there's a lot of new options and stuff, but like it's a lot more fun now. Like, I'm loving the new like builds we can do, the variety, and overall like 1.5 is just really fun. Like, I'm gonna have a good time for the next month and a half showing you deck profiles. Hopefully I can get gameplays going, but right now I'm just enjoying doing what I do. Like, thank you all so much for supporting me. You guys are the best. So that's all I got for you. I'll see y'all next time. Next deck profile is probably gonna be green. So because I want to show you my build before the ban list hits up. So, right, see ya.